Started this online business and you thought it would be as easy as put my link in my bio, post some content, it's gonna make a sale, right? And ignore all of this. It's cleaning day. The truth is, there's actually 5 stages for people to buy from you. And this is just one of the topics I'm gonna be teaching on in my Social Success Challenge that starts Monday. So if you're not in there, you're gonna wanna save your seat. But this is part of what you need to know as a business owner in order to turn every view into a sale, in order to start making sales from your content. And this is high level stuff, okay? So don't be hard on yourself because you didn't know this, but again, educating yourself on actual marketing principles and not just algorithm hacks is key. So I want to teach you the 5 stages, what each one of them does and means for your business. And then of course, I'm going to be going into so much more depth and giving templates and customer map templates and all of these things in my challenge. But let's look at this. So there's actually 5 phases when it comes to people buying something. So there's the awareness phase. This is kind of when they're like, okay, I got a problem. I need a solution for it. This is when they start searching online. This is when they start asking friends and family. This is where they find you on social media. Consideration phase. So this is when, let's say they're trying to lose weight. They've looked at 5 different programs. They're considering each one. They're not sure which one's for them. So they start looking more into that transformation and the benefits, things like that. Then you've got the decision phase. This is when the buyer makes a decision and they say, hey, I'm going to buy this thing. I'm ready, right? Then you have the retention phase. And a lot of people skip this, but the retention phase is where you have a customer come and buy something from you, and then they come back and buy something else, right? We want to retain customers. It's cheaper to keep a customer than it is to acquire a new one. And the fastest way to sell a product out or sell a launch is to sell to your current audience. So retention is so important. And then loyalty or advocacy phase, some people refer to this as, is where your person that has bought from you and you've retained them is now posting about your product or service for themselves. This is where UGC content comes in. This is where testimonials and social proof comes in. Now, the problem is, if you're brand new to this, you probably don't know what these stages are, right? So let's look a little bit deeper into this. And again, you're going to want to map these journeys out in order for you to make sure that every touch point you have with your customer, whether it be an email, whether it be a DM, whether it be them finding you on social media, that you have optimized it to make a sale. Because it really doesn't matter how many views you get. What matters is how many sales you make. So again, the awareness phase is kind of where they're educating themselves on the problem, right? They're aware they have a problem. They want a solution. They're going to start looking for educating themselves on the different solutions they have. Then we look at the consideration phase. So again, this is where they're kind of comparing all the different options they have. This is where they end up picking a product or service based on the transformation. Maybe it fits their budget best. Maybe they vibe with that person. A lot of different things are taken into consideration in the consideration phase. Then you got the decision phase. Okay, this is where they're like, all right, I'm ready to buy. They usually buy because of the transformation. So if all of your content is speaking to the product and the benefit or the features of the product, then they're staying in this consideration phase and they're never actually making a decision. They're never actually buying anything, okay? So this is why the transformation is so important. Retention. This is where we retain the customers. They stay customers with you because 1, the result that you promised, they actually got it. 2, you provided good customer service. You answered their questions. They felt supported. And again, they got the result. And then the loyalty phase, they stick around because of your branding, your vibe, the support, the community building that you have built, whether it be on social media or off social media, but mainly because of the results, right? They were like, this product was so amazing. I'm going to buy her other product, and then I'm going to tell my friends and family about it because it's freaking awesome. Notice I didn't say anything about content in here, right? Because content is a very small piece of your marketing plan. You need to know all of this in order to make content that leads to the sale. So there is educational style content to make people aware. There is consideration style content to where you are pointing out why your product is the best while they're considering. There is transformational content, which is where it helps them make a decision. That's converting style content, right? And then there's all the customer support that you provide after someone buys. So again, if you're content, and you don't know any of this shit, you might make 1 or 2 sales, but it ain't gonna be long-term and sustainable, and you're gonna be back at your 9 to 5 tomorrow. So again, this is one day of the 30-day challenge that I'm hosting. So I'm basically giving you a college course on marketing in 30 days with action steps. So I'm not just teaching, I'm telling you what to go do in your business. So if you want the seat, I'd grab it because we start Monday.